Cool. There we go. I think we're good to roll. Hey there, hi there, everybody. Happy Monday, or Wednesday. That's the day. I have no idea what day it is. I'm just going to be grinding some arena here. Just going for some milestones. It's the last day of round 2 of the Jabari Panther featured 5-star arena. I have done absolutely none of it because I've been doing other stuff in-game. But I figure I may as well just throw a couple points up there just to see how many milestones I can get. Maybe get some extra loot here and there. And just kick back and have a good time. Want to say big howdy, big welcome to everybody joining in, as well as the latest Vaughn subs to the channel. Cheers, everybody. Thanks for finding the channel in the depths of the YouTubes. Cheers on digging the video put out so far and are interested in the videos yet to come. Today was a complete comprehensive breakdown on Silver Centurion since he made his debut a little bit earlier. Going over, is Silver Centurion good? Does he need to be awakened? Is he fun to play? And is he useful? All that condensed down into about 6 minutes. Quick and easy little watch. As well as some Jabari Panther gameplay the day before. So, always cool stuff coming down the pipes. If you haven't already, kindly subscribe to the channel. We are so close. So close to the big 2,000 milestone. Obviously no pressure one way or another, but every bit does help. Do appreciate that. But with all that good and said and out of the way, I'm already rolling, so there we go. It was interesting. I think this is the first featured or early access featured bundle that kind of came out without much fanfare and certainly doesn't seem to have a whole lot of hype behind it either, which is very interesting. I don't know if that is because the water has already been muddied with the what was it, the dead pool or the gold pool, platinum pool, whoever it is, one of the pools, the spring cleaning event coming out later this weekend, or what, but I don't know. I haven't seen any crystal opening videos pop up on my feed. It's been a rather muted response in my alliance as well. It's always interesting. Tomorrow, being Thursday, is day 1 of the Omega Red Arena, which will be really interesting because that's the first big, massive rerun character that we've had in a good long while. Omega Red, of course, is a broken, wonderfully so, Beyond God tier champion. So if you don't have yourself a 4 or 5-star version, definitely is the time to grind for one, for sure. Or if you're feeling super lucky, go for crystals as well. See what we got here now. Just slowly starting to build up the infinite streak. Slowly starting to build up the infinite streak. Infinite streak, of course, is something that, I mean, has been part of the game for forever. I wouldn't mind seeing it removed, though, entirely, and people can just play their roster straight. If you want to play your rank 1, level 1, 4 and 5-star champions in an arena setting that already allows for 4 and 5-star and 6-star champions, you should be able to without, you know, worrying about running into one of those nasty Dr. Doom squads. But, you know, that's neither here nor there. I'm sure they probably would wind up running into some issues with bots and botting, but being able to use your entire roster instead of just, you know, a select few characters, I think would be very, very helpful. So we got the Hood Bros right here. Literally the Hood and then Ronin. He was wearing a full mask and a hoodie. For reasons. Because why not, you know? Why not? Because if you're going to go incognito and wear a hood, I mean, you may as well wear a mask underneath the hood, right? Just in case, like, the wind kicks up, knocks your hood over, and then you'll be like, well, nuts. You got that extra layer of secret identity protection. What up, Kingslayer? How are you, bud? Happy Wednesday. Happy Thursday for you. Good to see you, bud. How's it going? Congrats on the big milestones on your account. Saw a couple posts on Twitter. It's very cool. Very, very cool. I know, bud. 2000 is right around the corner, and that is very exciting. That is very, very exciting. You got a big milestone here yourself coming up too, don't you? Just going in for the wait, what? How do you block that? I got distracted and wasn't paying attention. I look up. Dude's blocking my attack. What? Oh, you hit it already. Good lord, dude. I missed it. I missed the big 5K. Congrats. Huge congrats on 5K. Very cool, bud. Want to say big howdy to Diane who's stopping in. How's it going, Diane? Happy Wednesday. Welcome to the... I'm just now getting started on the featured 5-star Jabari Panther grind. I'm just getting some loot. Just getting some loot. Figure I'll throw the question of the night out at all you guys here. Off to the left. Do you prefer a sandwich or a sub? Toppings are the same. Everything else is the same. The only difference is really the bread and the presentation. Let me know down in the chat or comment section if you are watching after the fact. Me personally, it's tough. It's tough. Honestly, I'd probably go a sandwich, but usually that's only because I wind up making the sandwiches myself, and I give myself like those big old like Dagwood style sandwiches. Like the thing where you gotta like basically be a snake and just like unhinge your jaw so you can take a big old bite. Just because there's so much nummy sandwich filling in there. A couple of different kinds of meat, some lettuce, big old tomato, onion, cheese. Yeah, sign me up for that. Then if you really want to go crazy, bacon, sprouts, and avocado for good measure. Slightly toasted just a little bit. Nummy stuff. Hey, I got something to ask you in case you want to help me see if there's something weird I saw in the monthly EQ. Yeah, okay. What do you got, Diane? Want to say a big howdy to Michael. How's it going, Michael? Happy Wednesday, bud. Just pulled a 6-star jabroni. Does she need awakening? And how good do you think she is? Top 5 skill? Well, first off, big congrats on the 6-star pull. That's really cool. That's really cool. Does she need the awakening, though? It depends. It depends. So the coolest thing, obviously, about jabroni is that cleanse that she gets, right? I think by and large the cleanse is going to wind up being the most utilized bit of her kit. What the awaken ability does is that it prolongs how long she can stay in hunt, which is where she gets a bunch of her bleed debuffs, as well as preventing like evade and stuff like that. So it's a really nice thing to have it's a really, really nice thing to have. The problem with that, though, is that she really needs to be a high sig in order to capitalize on that. So to answer your question, does she need to be awakened? No. But she has a really cool awakened ability. I would still take her up to rank 2 unawakened, though, personally. Is she top 5 skill? She is top 10 skill. I'll give her that. But it would be a stretch to say she's top 5. But all the same, again, big congrats on that Jabari Panther, bud. EQ Chapter 2.1 Master Difficulty. To replicate it, bring 4-star Blade and fight MODOK on the left side path. Hit him on his block multiple times and he auto-evades and counters. Yeah, I think he does that. I think that's just MODOK in general. Especially the way that the bots play him. Because the bot plays him with like micro parries, right? So the parry mastery is not active, so you don't get stunned, but it's still the same idea. So even though it looks like he's like sitting there holding block the whole time, it's, you know how like the bot like spazzes block like I'm doing right now? Sometimes it's like that. So that in one of the like the interludes probably would trigger the auto block and the evade. That is not unusual. Now, if he's still doing that, if you've got danger sense active, then that'd be pretty problematic. But off the top of my head, that's pretty par for the course for MODOK. Hey, Insidus says, "Oh, I'm back. I'm back." What up, Insidus? Insidus ain't any short of an apocalypse. Well, the new handle doesn't quite roll off the tongue, but it is unique. I'll give her that. Taz. What up, Taz? Hey, Rob. Hey, chat. What up, Taz? Good to see you, bud. Welcome to the festivities here. Insidus going, looking for a sub-witch. That's cheating. I'm taking both. Would you put the sub inside of the sandwich or the sandwich inside of the sub? Never heard. I have never had a MODOK auto evade me when he's blocking. It's the AI and evade is still so wonky and so borderline broken in this game. Like they fixed the Spider-Man evade bit, you know, where he evades and then launches an attack within like a frame, which is humanly impossible, but because it's a bot, they get away with it. And he does it all the time. They wound up walking that back and giving him just a bit more breathing spacing between an evade and when he can launch an attack, whether it's a basic attack or whether it's a special attack. However, in recent updates, it seems like it's slowly reverting back to the way it was, where like, hey, the spider person evades and then boom, I'm getting special to the face. MODOK, because he does have evade and all that, and he's right up there too. So it's not unusual. I don't know if it's a bug per se, or if it's just a really annoying way that the game works. But either which way, it's not surprising. I'll say it's not surprising. Question would be if you get further, or when you get further down the path, if other champions are doing the same thing. Just being annoying like that. Didn't happen in Uncollected, but in Master it did. Use 5-star Blade in Uncollected and a 4-star Blade in Master. Interesting. So then, yeah, it probably is strictly a MODOK thing as opposed to like a Blade thing or anything like that. Alright, so that is 8 wins under my belt. Start busting out some of the slightly tankier champs here. Slightly. So what's new? How did all your guys' Wednesdays go? It's been a minute since the last live stream. And the last live stream I was just burning through keys in the legendary difficulty for the Realm of Contest side quest. It feels nice getting back into Arena. I mean, again, Arena is my favorite game mode, but certainly do appreciate and enjoy the change of pace too. My Wednesday was spent just play testing Silver Centurion, just seeing how he handles and seeing if I can't get his kit to work for me. I think he's overall an okay character. I'm glad he's in the contest, but he's not going to be replacing any of my other dudes anytime soon. Quick little too long, didn't read. Which then at the same time kind of leads me into being like, I mean, we're only halfway through this monthly cycle. Like, Panther's just about done. We got Omega next week, and then we got Silver Centurion after that. But I'm already like, that's cool, but who's next? Like, what's next month looking like? I don't know if that says a whole lot about me, if that's like a me thing, or if that's just, you know, this month's content is kind of like, That's what I'm leaning on, though. Especially since the the Cavalier challenge is a recycle of previous challenges. It's not the 4-star challenge, which is nice, but like the nodes are the same. It's a whole lot of, feels like I've done this already. In terms of content presented, it's interesting talking with other people, with friends, with alliance mates and former alliance mates and whatnot, and kind of like where their thoughts are on the game currently. And I know a lot of people are either starting to get discouraged or burned out or just, you know, appreciating doing other things. A huge chunk of that is tied to alliance war and just like the prevalence of it in alliances, but then also how much progression is tied behind the game mode. I'm not going to say I disagree with some of the points that they bring about, you know, game content, right? I mean, we just had the variant, so we can't complain about that as far as like having, you know, something with good loot to do. It certainly can have a discussion about whether it is fun or not, but I don't know. I try and find ways of making it fun by playing other characters or playing in different ways. That's how I would keep it fresh for me. But of course, not everybody. Everyone plays the game different ways. Side quest is not good to me. I think the solo rewards are better than the actual rewards in the event. It's weird. That's interesting. Yeah, I'd agree with that. I'd agree with that. Like I just don't like the RNG aspect of it. I would rather have something like I can get a key and then either like they did last time with, was it not the Rocket Scrapyard, but the branching paths, right? Where you get a bunch of keys and you get randomly sent down a path with some stellar loot, but each path has stellar loot. You can combine a bunch of keys to like get a mega key to select the path you want to go down, but I would have preferred that instead of just like a completely auto-populating RNG fiesta. Because like when I was playing on Monday, you know, I wound up getting one of the maps had, what was it? Oh, this is gonna be fun. One of the maps had 3 drops of 6-star shards, which was really nice, but then that was immediately followed up by a map, by like 3 or 4 maps that didn't. And those 3 or 4 that didn't, those are rough. Those are rough. Because it's like I have to do the fights because I want the solo prizes. Because the solo prizes are really good, like Taz was saying. But at the same time, I don't really want to because I don't really need tier 1 alpha shards. I'll take full tier 1 alpha, but at this point in my progression, tier 1 alpha shards do absolutely nothing for me. Really, Arena is your favorite game mode? It is. It is. Because it's the only game mode where I can use most, if not all, of my champions. Like in everything else, whether it's story mode or monthly quest, alliance quest, alliance war, I have a set team, right? I've got my questing team, I've got my AQ team, I got my AW team. And I like that team, but that's the team I use. But like in total, that's what, barely 10 characters out of a roster of 200. So that's why I like Arena, because it allows me the opportunity to play the rest of my, or a good chunk of my roster. Because even though a character may not be like broken beyond God tier, whatever, doesn't mean that they aren't fun or do things in fun ways. And Arena lets me do that. There we go. Get that cold snap going. Dude may be shock immune, but he's not cold snap immune. Get out of here, dude. There we go. Easy peasy. Want to say howdy to Mark. How's it going, Mark? Welcome to the stream. Happy Wednesday. I live in a van down by the river. Classic. Classic. That having been said about Arena is that, I mean, if you're doing a featured grind or you're putting up a whole bunch of points, it is so much better live streaming it and talking with people, hanging out, or like watching Netflix, catching up on movies or shows or something. So much better. You know, Taz, incursions are slowly growing on me, especially with the most recent round of updates and nodes and all that. Because, like, running worthy characters in Arena, a lot of fun. Running Horsemen in Arena, a lot of fun. Running Spider-Ham with all the Power Sting nodes, or Wolverine with all the Power Sting nodes, so much fun. Just wish the reward structure was a little bit more rewarding. Well, I wouldn't have a unit grind anytime soon. 2.2 units stacked for X4 and 5 and whatnot. I'll be depleted soon, don't worry. That's good. I was starting to worry just a little bit. I was really starting to get worried. But thank you. Thank you for assuaging me. 2.2 thousand units should be pretty solid for Act 4 and parts of 5 for sure. Especially if you got some pots or crystals saved up for extra resources. Howdy, howdy, Astro. Welcome to the stream. Good to see you, bud. Alright, Beast. Bracket, 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 bracket. Boink. There's that. Diane says, I go fight Realm Winter Soldier from time to time with different characters. I have fun testing them there. Arena, though, no thanks. There you go. It's not for everybody. I will 100% say that. It is not for everybody. But everybody's got their own thing, though, too. Glad you dig punching up poor punching bag man. Blow off a little in-game frustration sometimes. What up, Toy Shadow? I have a problem. I don't know what content to do next. 6.1 100%, Variant 100%, or Labyrinth 100%, or none, and wait. Probably the Variant 100%, because not only will you finish it quicker, but the prize pool relative to the time investment is probably the best of the lot. Variant 6 after that, or 6.1 after that, for the decent loot. Labyrinth probably somewhere after that. Labyrinth is nice, but the best thing out of Labyrinth is the Loltron you get with 100% exploration. And then even still, he's a trophy. He's got real no use in game anywhere. Which is a shame. Which is a shame. Wow, did Rob just say pots? Wow. I think so. Yeah. For potions. A little bit of shorthand. Unless you're Link, and then pots has a completely different connotation. Just start smashing. It's like catnip for Link. As soon as he sees a pot, he just goes nuts, and every pot has to be absolutely smashed. It's early morning for me. Oh, there you go. Happy Thursday. And you're streaming when I wake up. Well, that's mighty serendipitous. Always so happy to be watching you. Well, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Thank you muchly for the kind words. It's good to be here. And thank you muchly for coming and hanging out, too. And as for the question of the day, Astro votes sandwiches over subs. Fair enough. That's my vote, too. Subs are nummy for what they are. And if you get like a sub place that makes them well with quality nummy ingredients and a hearty bread, yeah, that's gonna be really good too. But nothing beats like a fully loaded sandwich that's made with care and attention. It's just so good. So I'm very nearly at the infinite streak. Got a couple more here. Just gotta get through 15 wins. That is, I suppose, technically the cutoff for infinite streak. But then ride it out through 20 just for a little bit of extra padding. When do I think 7.2 is coming out? June, maybe? I don't think it's coming out next month, but probably June. I hope. The beta was like half a year ago, it feels like. I don't think they needed to tailor it too terribly much. But, you know, what do I know? They don't tell me anything. I would like it soon, though. I would like it soon. Exactly. I think that's the way it should be spelled. Like, officially, permanently. Exactly. Boink. Boink. I hope you're right. I'm 100% on 7-1, and I'm just slowly working through Act 6 100% in the meantime. Yeah. Yeah. Although, for me, I don't know what I'm looking forward to more. Just, like, some interesting new nodes and combinations and for, like, fun and challenging fights. Or the loot. You know, whether it's going to be, like, new rank up materials or, like, you know, Nexus 6 stars, try and get some extra characters, or, God forbid, we actually get a 6-star Awakening gem sometime. That would be nice. But we'll see. And then, of course, another opportunity to go for the Legends badge. Which, if they do it again like they did for a 7-1, it's a top 100 times going for the 6-star version of Diaper Man. And I would like to get me a 6-star version of Diaper Man. For the synergies, for the lulz, and because I'm a completionist collector nutcase. Toy Shadow says, read last. Hey Rob, got a problem I don't know. Oh yeah. Yeah, I got you, bud. Do a variant 6. It's shorter, faster, with a better price pool. And then Act 6 1 after that. Unless I missed something. No, I got you. Rewards for me. I need more rank 3s other than Magneto. Not complaining about Mags, though. Nah, Mags is awesome. But he's lonely. He needs some friends. We don't want Magneto to be sad and lonely with no friends. He needs a couple of groupies to come join him. But yeah, at this point, like getting like a rank 1 to 2 generic 6-star gem, rank up gem would be cool, or a class-based 2 to 3 gem would be really helpful. Super, super helpful. Because, I mean, there are champs that are like, these guys would be fun to rank up, but at the same time, it's like, but I don't really want to burn the, or can't, or won't burn the resources on somebody who isn't, like, immediately having a use, you know? Now, don't get me wrong, says Diane, but I no longer have any patience to sit staring for an hour or more at my phone. When I started playing the game years ago, yeah, I played Arena. Now I play EQ, use my energy, turn the phone off, come back when energy's full, and repeat. Some side event playtime, and that's my time for the game. Yeah. I am getting there. I am getting there myself. I still go for the featured 5 stars just because it's the easiest and surest way to get a 5-star version of that character, mainly because of the rarity gates that they've got. And I can only imagine that they're going to be doing more rarity gates later on. But, like, if it's a sub-featured, I used to go for, you know, top 150, top 300 for the sub-featured, too. Like, on the off weeks, just for extra shards. Now it's like, nah. I got other things I can use my time on. Hey, what's up, Yusuf? How you doing, bud? Happy Wednesday. Welcome to the units milestone grind. How you doing, bud? Speaking of burning energy, though, I'm capped out at 70. I should probably go burn some of that off and then accrue some as the stream goes on. Logan stopping in saying, yo. What up, Logan? Good to see you, bud. Hope you're doing well, and hope the week is finding you well. Got me a good team. You got APOC, Professor X, Mag, Sorcerer Supreme, and Mole God. I'm a simple man, but I spam heavies. That works. Actually, I should probably throw special ones. Because, yeah, that's why. That's why. Let the dot do the work for me. Assassin says, what's up? Do you like Imagine Dragons? They're fun. They're fun. Not my top choice, but yeah, they're nice. They're all right. I want to. Oh, that's Cavalier. Keep going with this. Ah, gotcha. I see. There you go. Yeah, that's witty. That's witty. MCOC 3-star collector says, "Hey, how long till maintenance?" There shouldn't be any maintenance tonight. That was on Tuesday. Tonight we should be free and clear to just keep playing. Debuff do the work for me there. Excellent. And I appreciate that. I mean, I still really don't know the benefit of having maintenance, right? I mean, supposedly there's running diagnostics and whatnot behind the scenes and can't have anybody playing the game while they're doing it. But, I mean, it's not like they bring the game down for maintenance from, like, for an hour to 3 hours to fix bugs. So that clipped me somehow. Five, 6, 7. And I'm locked because of the animation. Lovely. What up, Mr. Smoke? Welcome, welcome. How are ya? I hate fighting Havoc in the villain variant. There aren't any good counters. Yeah. Yeah. Like, the best counter at that point is someone who can heal the damage you're going to take, basically. Oh, that's all good. That's all good. Well, lucky you then, sleeping through it. You can just get up and play normally. What ends up working out over here, that maintenance is like right after dinner, like right when I got time to play, so it's like that's a bit annoying. Sorcerer Supreme's Regen on block went on Berserker Rage against 436 Venom's Special 2, short path, 19k1. He beached the rest of my team, but Sorcerer Supreme wrecked. Yes, she is super solid. She is top 5 Mystic, I think. Plus, when you get your nullification aura up too, she just goes to town and there you go. Can the 10-hit Purify on Void work with damage masteries or Void's debuffs specifically? Using Daredevil, you mean? For that, it would not work for the damage masteries. I think, if I'm answering it correctly. 2 more paths in variant 6-1. Good luck. The end is in sight. You got this. Yeah, I've seen a lot of people running that fight with champs like that, with Spider Ham, and then just cheesing Power Sting. I suppose Yellow Jacket too at this point because he does that too. But there's definitely options. They are definitely giving us options, which is nice. More options, the merrier. Kind of feels like that's been 2021's MO as far as character releases. Is that the champs that they've dished out so far and they've handed out so far are very much like, I don't know, different ways of doing the same thing, sort of, as opposed to like, hey, this is the new champ with like a game-breaking feature or like a meta-shifting feature. You know, like how APOC was at the end of last year, but is it worth rank 4ing OG Wolverine if you have a duped rank 1 6-star X23? Are we talking about a 4 or 5-star version of OG Wolverine? If it's a 5-star, 100%. If it's a 4-star, then no, I would say not. And is Crossbones worth rank 4 with gems, and is Blade worth Unawakened? Blade is not worth Unawakened, but I would say Crossbones, an Awakened Crossbones, is worth it. Sure. Excellent. Lock those power stings in place, and this fight's over. Yep. Love it. 5-star? Then yes, 100%. 100%. X23 is nice, but she is nowhere near as good, as fun, or as useful as OG Wolverine. Absolutely. Some extra shards. Very cool. I think Vulture is a villain, and he can completely counter Havoc. Yes. I think Vulture was, basically he was designed to be the Havoc counter. Or vice versa. One or the other. But yeah, I mean, Vulture is like a main go-to when going up against Havoc. Like one of the first champs too, with like a permanent, always active armor up. Tech champs. Now it seems like everybody's getting it, but he was one of the first. Which made fighting Havoc just a little bit nicer. I was going to say not easier, but just a little bit nicer. Well, there we go. Crash number 1. That's fun. What music do I listen to? I am going to give an extremely vague umbrella answer and say a little bit of everything, which sounds like a cop-out, but it isn't. I really do. I listen to everything. From game and film score soundtracks to rap to house to a bit of country to punk to, you know, the power rock ballads. Some synth. I mean, a little bit of everything, you know? Not pop, though. I would have to say that pop and most country probably are my least favorite genres, but otherwise. What about you? For you guys out there in chat, what is your favorite genre of music? That'd be a great question of the night. One of these nights, actually. Man, I just booted the game back up and already it's freezing. That's a good sign, I'm sure. There we go. Ah. Pop-ups. Assassin, big on rap music, go hard. I want a 5 or 6 star Spider Ham so much. I love playing with the 2-star Kabam gives us. Well, good luck on the crystal pulls. I do wish you the best of luck. He's going to be showing up in basic. Well, I mean, we got a little bit to go for basic because he's still in the featured. I think it's like for the next 2 months, and then he's added to basic. But the 5-star version's in there currently already. So, I mean, if you are super interested and go dual class, I think that's probably your best bet for right now. Game been locking up and freezing on me, so annoying. We've got an iPhone 12. Yeah, and there's only so much we can do at that point, you know? It's like we've got the gear, we've got the tech. It's strictly just like, you know, either a Kabam issue or just a network issue. Which, I mean, as one of the bugs we found out about, means that they are not mutually exclusive. Like Kabam rents out server space from somebody else. One of those like big old Amazon server warehouses. And they do it that way. So, like, one of the times the game went down and was broken and down for a good while, that's why, because the Amazon warehouse was having problems. Since Doom and Torch are in the new feature, do you think you'd have a better chance pulling them in that one or in the Science and Mystic? Oh, for sure in the featured. 100% in the featured. Better odds. Definitely. Because in the featured, there's only 24 champs total, and I would assume that between, was it Science and, was it Mystic? If that's the right class matchup for the dual class, there's easily double that. So yeah, I mean, I'd say featured is better. If you subscribe to the Black ISO market, probably just stick with the featured. It's out of there, just for the reduced 5-star shard cost. But yeah, definitely the features. And what a solid featured crystal it is, you know, the entire Fantastic Four. You got Doom, you got a bunch of Fantastic Four synergy members. Got Strife, all the rest of the featureds. And 2 throwback characters too, just for good measure. So you get a little of this, get a little of that. Not bad. Let's do this. I think also something to keep in mind with those dual class is to just watch, or at least, you know, scrub through all of the videos that Brian Grant put out trying to hunt for Aegon out of those dual class, and just how long it took him with how many crystals he had to open to finally get that Aegon. Because the odds are statistically the same, regardless of whether or not you're going for Aegon or not. iBomb and Spider-Ham got added to the dual class recently. Yes, they got added the same time they joined the basic pool. So yeah, they're both in there now. As 5 stars, of course. 6 stars, they're still stuck in the featured, but 5 stars available. Toy Shadow is not a fan of fighting Professor X. Yeah, because I think so many of his attacks are projectile based. It makes parrying and countering him just all the more challenging. Open 2 features, got a dupe of Jubilee and Howard. Then open 2 basics, both Saberman and Spider-Ham. Well, ain't that lucky. It does always seem like the drop rate is marginally, incrementally higher for whoever the newest character was who got added to the pool. I have absolutely no science to back that up. Perhaps it's just my own bias, having seen so many different people with videos saying, hey, I got the brand new character, sort of thing, after they got added to the basics. And then what, Jubilee's next, I think, right? Or Strife. I forget who came first. Forgot to tell you, I pulled a 6-star Mole Man. Was so hyped the other night. Nice. What a solid update Mole Man got, right? Went from being an absolute joke to being like, hey, this dude's pretty good. Sort of thing. Oh. That's not what I wanted. How did they get slapped out of binary ignition? I thought that had tagged me. Or that had activated on me. Interesting. Goes to show how much I'm paying attention. Ben Riley 75, my arch nemesis. We meet again. On the field of battle. I see this dude so many times all over the place. I'm sure he's a wonderful person in real life. It's just that the game has made us incessant adversaries. Makes me wonder who is a mortal enemy with me on, when the roles are reversed. Or if you guys out there have ever wondered, who's fighting me in Arena right now? I know AC MCOC, another YouTuber, if you guys haven't made his acquaintance yet. He wound up running into me in Arena all the time as his Death Squad, Doom Squad matchup. So like he'd be minding his own business, derping along, and then, his player rating would dip just far enough down to trigger a Doom Squad, and there'd be Rob vonShoe. I was there, ready and waiting. That was with a tough matchup too. That was with Elsa, with Doom, and with I forget who the third one was at the time. Needless to say, he was not very happy about it. Now, question, says Mr. Smoke, would you rank to a 6-star Mole Man or Nick Fury both on Awakened? Mole Man, for sure. Mole Man, for sure. Nick desperately needs to be at least Sig 1 Awakened. Like, his Awakened ability and then the damage that he gets after triggering, real Nick Fury phase makes the character. He's gotta. Medium ending combo, light ending combo. Get the power gain. A couple of cool hits right there. And then boink. Doink, boink. Bye-bye, dude. Toy Show is just not having a good time in Variant 6. I'm sorry to hear that. You'll get there, though. You'll get there. Can you tell the devs they have Super Iron Man wrongly tagged as a hero? Maybe they don't know he's a villain. The fact that Super Iron Man has been so terrible in game for as long as he has, with absolutely no attention or care given to him, I have to think that the devs just really must not like Super Iron Man. I'm hoping he's on the short list to get a buff this year. Him and OG Iron Man both. But as it stands, I mean, yeah, Super Iron Man needs a lot of updates. Beautiful. By the way, who should I take for Maestro, Sorcerer Supreme, Nullification, APOC, Professor X, Special Annihilation, Mole Man for the crits, and one thing is Maestro Metal. I am 95% sure Maestro is Metal. Yes. Pretty sure. Because, I mean, he's wearing a friggin' Iron Man suit with the shield and the hammer and all the other different bells and whistles. I gotta do a damage showcase with Thor Ragnarok one of these days. I like the dude plenty well. But he can be a bit underwhelming at times too. David popping in saying, yo! What up, David? It's been a while, bro. Sorry for the... Oh, YOLO? Who are we talking about? Ah. Well, welcome back, everybody, all the same. Doink, doink, yoink. Boink. See, but now you've piqued my curiosity. I'm gonna go check for science. No, of course he doesn't show up. Because he's a unique character. Either which way, even if Maestro isn't metal, he still can get slapped by Mags just because Mags is that good. And game go. Lag spike number 2. I was going to say I love it and just sarcastically say it, but I don't. So I won't. But as the game is figuring its life out, I'm just going to reset because I don't have the patience for any of this. But as that's resetting, it is about the top of the hour. Time for shameless plug of the evening, number 1. If you guys have not already, I ask that you consider liking the video, subscribing to the channel. Channel is almost at 2,000 subs, which is massive. It's a huge milestone, and I'm really excited. Of course, obviously, no pressure one way or another for you guys out there, but kindly consider it. Got a crystal opening video coming out tomorrow. Had a big gameplay video out today going over Silver Centurion, if he's good, worth ranking up, or if he needs the an awakened ability. Check that out if you want the too long didn't read overview for all things Silver Centurion. Little of this, little of that. And Maestro isn't science, it's the superior class. Yeah, they gotta come up with a better name for it though. Saying it's the superior class just kind of sounds dumb. Unless that's like a Marvel canonical thing. The superior class. I should be able to hit this guy still. And Actually, I want to check it. Oh, so I did get hit. Okay. Oh, it's defense. Well, must not be affected by ability accuracy. Oh, he probably would have had to crack his helmet to see if that would have worked. His Falcon's lock-on wouldn't do a whole lot against him unless his helmet was cracked. Interesting. Maestro is not metal. Oh, I'm sorry. Then I misspoke. I thought for sure that he would be, though. Again, seeing as how he's encased in an Iron Man armor. Come on. Dude's taking his sweet time here. Text back there. The black class is a class bonus, to all the other ones. Interesting. Maestro is the black class. Yeah, or something, or just invent something completely unique to MCOC. Can tie it in with the world, make it canonical however they want. Shameless plug. Today might be the day that my dear Rob will get your subscription. Please do the kind favor and mash all the buttons. Only once. Don't remove the likes and the subs. Yeah, I mean, preferably. Double tapping that stuff kind of would defeat the purpose and just waste your time. Unless that sounds like a fun time to you, and in which case, by all means, spam away. Well, the MCU doesn't make Maestro look superior in any way. The MCU? He's shown up in some regard in the MCU. Because I know he was in that Hawkeye game as DLC. Maestro is a dud. If you were going to wind up playing Maestro offensively, I would say so. I mean, right in the same vein as like Thanos or wow, total brain fart blank on King. There we go. Like they exist solely to be a trophy character, and their kit is bland and intentionally not good. I think because like Kabam didn't want people to have that sense of FOMO that they were missing out. Excuse me. Let's do all that right there. Well, the Iron Man of the superior class doesn't certainly look any superior. There you go, that's amusing. Yeah, and you can lump Civil Warrior in there too, because I mean that's another Iron Man suit. Poink. It's kind of criminal how underrated that Ronin is. He's so useful. It's just because he doesn't have as high of dot damage as Nick Fury does. Everyone was like, this guy is trash. And to that, I kindly disagree. Super useful, especially once he's awakened at a decent SIG level 2, then his evade just lasts for days. And can come in handy if you need him to in a pinch. fix all that. Go back in here for the big unblockable special 2. Get a couple of ruptures. Interesting. That should about do it. Yeah, beautiful. Always a little bit apprehensive going up against very bald Nick Fury. Had a new meme video come out today. That's why I say it that way. Guess I'll take APOC for Maestro for fun. Yeah, science, or for fun, for science, or science if you combine the two of them together. So let me ask you one thing. Tyra can miss all of Nick Fury's special 1? No, unfortunately not. Nick Fury is coded in such a way that you get hit with that disorient debuff, regardless of whether or not you actually get hit by one of the projectiles. And it's kind of crock the way it works, but that's the way it works. So even if you wind up, getting the crouching in time and having all the projectiles go over your head, something's still going to tag you just because of, nonsense. Same is true with Korg and his special 1. Korg's got a strict anti-evade passive ability, which means that even if Tiger winds up ducking, she's still going to get tagged by projectiles, like from his special 1, for instance. Inside is tomato and tomato. That's how I look at it. Tomato, tomato. You say score Fiance, making it super, super complicated. There's that match in the bag. I will take that. You know what I appreciate? I'd appreciate if they mixed in that new game track that they added to Act 7 as like the battle music, instead of like playing the exact same track and again and again and again and again and again. Doesn't get grating, but it gets old, I suppose. It's the way to say it. It gets old. Especially since the song only lasts about like 20 seconds. And then the fight's over, and then the next fight, you start over at the beginning again. I have no idea what the rest of that song even sounds like. It could be something completely awful and terrible, and I'll just never be the wiser. Nah, I'm not gonna do that. I guess I'll do this. It's probably the best way to go. Heimdall can throw the special 1 and dance around Reed's constant evasion. Do that. Well, I still can clip you. Get clipped myself. Excellent. Tomato, tomato, more like tomato, tomato. Potato, patata. We're well on our way to a nummy, hearty soup. Hey, stop it. Stop it, Claire. Stop it. Come on. Come on. Come on. Dude just does not want to throw a special attack, does she? There we go. do this. Oh, is the Krakoan background for real or just another fanfic? Nope, it's real. It is real. It is the latest map that Kabam is adding to the game. I'm assuming with the May update, but they haven't confirmed that. It's nice. Considerably overdue, in my opinion, that they start adding more maps, but you know I'm not going to look a gift horse too far in the mouth. So I pick Havoc here specifically because he is Incinerate immune. Come on. There we go. A little bit overkill, but got the job done well enough. I'll take that. So what's new, guys? What are you guys doing this weekend? Are you going to be going for that Deadpool spring cleaning event? Or just keep hoarding for 4th of July weekend in a couple months? There's no bad options. No bad options. Let's do this, I guess. Suppose I can do this. Make it work. Even though, like, everybody has a disadvantage. I will be most interested to see what they wind up offering. Like, what they think is a good value. I'm not going to be holding my breath, or else I'd probably go blue in the face, but I would like to see that some of the things are at least relevant in the meta, especially since it's progression locked. How did that tag me? Well, that's curtains for me. That's curtains for me. Yep, because that degen is just rough. But stupid Warlock just refusing to throw his specials in the first place. Get some more of your clear charges, but I don't care. Stay well out of the way of all that. And there we go. Free and clear. Do that, do that, do that. And do that. There we go. That's the one. That's the one. Do this, do this, do this. You know what else I'm also bummed out about is that there's been no news about the update to the loyalty store. Because that 6-star Unstoppable Colossus showed up as an attainable champ a while back. But there's been like no follow-up to it, you know. They aren't updating, they aren't adding him straight away into the game. They aren't saying that they're going to be adjusting like that shop. It's just like, here's a tease. We'll get around to it sometime. Maybe. And just go from there. Come on, Beardo. Thank you. Pew pew, pew pew. I actually don't know what spring cleaning is about. Refresh my memory. And Sasquatch's Special 3 can actually shatter people. I mean, you jump so high and then just swoosh. Spring cleaning is basically 4th of July light. So it offers a similar structure to 4th of July, but like the loot is nice, but it doesn't quite compete on the same level. It's like the step down. It's like, hey, if like July 4th is up here, then like spring cleaning is like, we'll just dial that back a notch. Enough to tide people over who are in that boat, but then not enough for like people who aren't to be like, wow, that is going to be a huge disadvantage now. I guess. One of these days Ant-Man needs to get some love, right? One of these days. Instead of constantly being like the 3rd or 4th wheel in better synergy teams. Come on, dude. I don't have the patience to wait for him to get into a block. Plus, he was almost KO'd. Is it about the units? No, that's the downside. That's the downside. It is not unit based. Now, why it's that way, I don't know. I think they're isolating an awful lot of the player base. But that's just me. Going here. I think either my timing is off or they've slightly changed the timing for parry again, because I've gotten punched so many times in the face when I know that I've punched the block button. It's very curious. Like, part of me at this point is just compelled to just press and hold block, even a split second after I stun, just in case something fishy shows up. Sure, let's do this. Against Iron Man, because why not? Because why not? I mean, inside is you could always wind up just blowing your entire stash on a couple of select cav crystals. Because you never know. I am, of course, just playing. Please don't do that. Please don't do that. Okay. Come on. Spinny, spinny kick. Spinny, spinny kick. Easy peasy. Now, Diane, I know we were talking about it earlier, but I certainly don't disagree. I think a lot of it is the music, but with like the monotony, or the encroaching monotony or seeming monotony of doing arena back to back to back to back to back to back to back. I think the music is a big factor in that too. It's like, didn't I just hear this? Didn't I just hear this like right before that and that and that and that? Take care, Insidious. Be well, bud. Thanks for hanging out. Enjoy the rest of your day. We'll catch you later. Oh, oh, stop it. Stop it. Stop it, Rhino. Bad touch. Do that. Come on. These guys are just holding on to the specials tonight, too. Thank you. Strange v Strange. Good Strange versus Bad Strange. Not like their idealism and their philosophical differences, but like Symbiote Supreme being the good character and Doctor Strange here being not good anymore. Just gotta bring back the pre 12.0 buff, or 12 pre 12.0 kit, whereas power gain used to go absolutely nuts. There's that. There's that, and there's that, and there's that. Who is next? Let's throw Namor and Night Trasher and Ronan. There's Ronan and Ronan. That's how I say it to keep it straight. Jackpot just completed Quest 5 in Variant 3 with my beautiful 6-star rank 2 level 10 Gilly99. Congrats. A little worried about the recharge path. Gonna try and outdamage King's regen. It is entirely possible. If you've got a couple points in the Despair Mastery, that's going to help as well. That. Dex that, dex that, dex that. So much dexing. Dex all the things. Especially since it's yet another friggin' juggernaut. Do that, do that. Bye-bye, dude. I gotta stop putting questions of the day that involve food. Even though I just ate dinner right before coming online, already I'm like, that sounds wonderful. Like a melted cheese sandwich or something. Where the bread is just slightly toasted. Yeah. Samuel says, Rob, I'm at 51.5 million. Am I safe? I think you're right in the running. But since you still have like 12 and a half hours left to go, I would encourage you to keep grinding. Because she wound up going higher than people expected round one, and I don't know what it's going to wind up doing round two. So it couldn't hurt. Couldn't hurt. Kicky, kicky, kick. Punchy, punchy, punch. Little of this, little of that. Get in a cheeky hit. Take a couple of cheeky hits. And get out of here, dude. Brilliant. Still one more fight. Still one more fight. Spam that block. Alrighty, there we go. Alright, guys. Here's what we're going to do now. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to go spin open a 4-star crystal. Just for kicks. See if I can't guess who the champion's going to be tonight. And then go from there. If you guys want to guess, too, who is going to pop out of the 4-star crystal, be my guest. Throw that over in the chat box. Always appreciate checking that out. But as this is spinning out, it is going to be it for me for tonight, everybody. I'm going to guess it's going to be Archangel this time. Starting to doze off a little bit. Don't want to pass out on stream, so I'll just say that's probably good. It's probably good for tonight. I want to thank you guys for watching. Please do consider liking the video. Subscribe to the channel if you have not already. The channel's almost at 2,000 subs. Huge milestone. Every bit helps. Do appreciate that. I'll be back again Friday for the next stream. Big crystal opening tomorrow morning. Stark Spidey. I'll take that. And catch you guys then. But till next time, everybody. I'm Rob vonShoe. Take care. Talk soon. Stay safe. Be well all. Bye for now.